Hey YouTube, Yu-Gi-Oh! Galaxy, and per my friend's request, I'm gonna do a deck talk on a deck that you might see at locals, and the deck is a very synchrocentric deck, but it has the ability to make those exceeds that can really hurt you like Big Eye and Draco Sack. The deck I'm talking about is blackwings. This deck can make level 7 synchros pretty easily with Gale and Sirocco. Um, It also has Vayu, which is just great, so they can combo up in graveyard as well. Now, what does this deck do? Well, this deck has a few things going for it. It has a special summoner in the form of Bora. Whenever you control Blackwing, you can special summon it from your hand. This is good just because it allows you to get into those Exceed plays or those Synchro plays that you really need at any time. You also have Shura, a blue flame. What Shura does is when it destroys a monster and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon a Blackwing with 1500 or less attack from your deck. This allows you to special summon cards like Gale or Blizzard. They're two main tuner cards. If they go for the Gale, they can make Blackwing Armor Master. So they have a lot of quick ways to dip into the deck and just make those pretty quick pushes that they need to secure a positive win. Now, on top of that, the deck it has amazing resilience because it has the card Blizzard of the Far North, Blackwing Blizzard of the Far North, which can special summon a level 4 or lower Blackwing from your graveyard in face-up defense. This allows you to form a new synchro play and try to take back some of the advantage you might have lost in the previous turn. It also can host cards like Dark Arm Dragon just because of its ability to regulate the graveyard and just purely have a good game state going for that. It also has 3 Colute. Colute is its damage step card. Now, when they have Colute, it's not wise to attack if you know they have a Colute, because almost anything can attack over anything. They have a Shura, and they have a Colute. The Shura will have 2800 attack, so just if you're going to play against Blackwings, just don't attack if you know they have a Colute, because it probably isn't a good idea. If you're playing with Blackwings, just hold that Colute. It's a good threat. Now, it has one of the most broken spell cards in the game. It has Black Whirlwind. Whenever a Blackwing monster is normal summoned, you can add a monster with I believe it is less attack from your deck to your hand. Yeah, I just think it has to be less attack because you can go for Shura, add a Bora, or add a Gale. I know you can do that. So, also, Gale can half attack, so that's just really good in and of itself. It was a tech card for a while based on that. But you can make your synchro plays quicker, you can thin the deck, search, get all you need. It's just a really good card. It is at 1, so if you're playing against Blackwings, you don't have to expect that card on the first few turns, but you should expect within a match to see that card make a very relevant difference on one of the games you're going to play. They have some traps. Their traps aren't great, in my opinion. They have a Blackwing Anti-Reverse, which serves kind of as a heavy storm, I believe. They don't really have any functional traps, so you shouldn't expect any traps associated with the archetype. I don't think you should really worry about that. And their other monster, because they do have one more, that they can main deck pretty easily, is Sirocco. Sirocco and Vayu, these two are kind of joint. Sirocco, you can normal summon without tributing if your opponent controls a monster. So it has sort of a Cyber Dragon effect. Not as good, but it has 2000 attack. And it can switch its attack to another monster. So if you have a Sirocco and a Bora on board, you can give the Bora the Sirocco's attack and make it have 3700 attack. Bora also has piercing, so it gives you that quick ability to just push in and get that game-winning attack that you might need. Overall, the deck can be pretty consistent. It can also get pretty bad hands. Um, the deck can clog up with monsters. The deck can draw Dark Arm Dragon too late. So if you play against the deck properly, you shouldn't have a problem against it. It's not that hard to stop, as long as you just don't misplay into them. Like, don't attack into them when you know they have a Clute. Shut off the synchros that are important. If they go for a Hyper Librarian, you should try to stop that, because that deck can explode and start synchroing out of nowhere. So if you can stop that, do it. Um, the deck can just do so much. It can make level 7s in the form of Blackwing Armor Master, which is sort of their boss monster, in a sense. And once they drop that on you, it's essentially game, because you can't destroy it by battle, and a lot of decks aren't playing Dark Hole right now. So that's what, it's just ridiculous. The deck does so many things perfectly. So I would recommend, if you play against this deck, just shut off the key pieces. Don't let them go into Armor Masters. Don't let them, just don't let them go off. If you can help it. I mean, sometimes you can't, but if you can, just don't. Um, that's my opinion on Blackwings. Thanks for watching YouTube. Yu-Gi-Oh! Galaxy, and I'm done.